Hey guys, Haley here again. Out here, beautiful afternoon on the back of the BMW S1000RR. Cruising around what I believe is Mission, Kansas. I haven't been here before. But anyway, wanted to come to you guys today to talk to you a little bit about beginner bikes. And now, I know it can be hard to take advice about a beginner bike from somebody riding an S1000RR, but I'm going to do my best. You know, I've been riding 3-4 years now, and I see this question asked over and over and over again, and it's always, should I start on a 300? Should I start on a 500? Should I start on a 650? Should I start on a 600? Should I start on a leader bike? There's all these questions, and ultimately, it comes down to personal preference. I'm going to use the old "it depends" answer. But I'm hoping to maybe give you a little insight into how my riding career progressed and why I really think that the ultimate beginner bike is that 500 to 650 twin class. Now, there's one caveat there, and that's if you see yourself getting into track riding pretty extensively, I'm going to definitely suggest you start on a 300 or the new Kawasaki 400, which is an amazing motorcycle. I have not gotten to ride one yet, but absolutely amazing motorcycle. That's pretty much the only condition where I think you should really consider a smaller bike. But if you're going to be doing street riding, and when I say street riding, I mean the gamut, right? Riding like what I'm doing right now, just cruising around in the city, or you're going to be riding on the highway, or you're going to be doing canyons, or you're going to be, whatever it is. If you're a relatively new rider and you're looking for a street bike, I really think you can't beat that 500, 650 range. I think it's really a phenomenal kind of first motorcycle. Oh, he's going to let me go. What a kind gentleman. It's a phenomenal first motorcycle, and I'm a little biased. CBR 500R was my first bike, and the reality is with those bikes, you can't screw it up. It's not possible. You can't screw it up. The bike is indestructible. The bike is indestructible, and you can't get into trouble with your right hand. I can get into a lot of trouble with my right hand, and I got a lot of fancy electronics that will save my bacon, but ultimately I can get into a lot of trouble with that right hand, and you can't get into that same situation on a 500. So there's that aspect of it. I'll say second, the reliability, and it's just those bikes are so bulletproof. The twins are just such great bikes. The engine is so easy. There's so much room to work on everything, and especially if you're going to be doing some of your own work and maybe learning bikes, I really think especially one of the older ones, before you got a lot of this crazy electronics packages and stuff, really phenomenal bikes to learn to work on even. And finally, the price. The price is great, and there's an R6. But yeah, the price is fantastic. About the same price, a little cheaper than what you're going to pay for a 600, and they don't hold their value as well because people buy them as beginner bikes and then sell them. So you can pick up one that's a couple of years older for a really good price, and work on it yourself, learn everything on it. The bikes handle great. Definitely street tuned. I'll say that. Definitely tuned for the street, but very easy, nimble bikes. They're not that heavy, and it's enough power to be, I'll say third and last, it's enough power to be safe and comfortable on the highway, because I'm not comfortable on the highway on a 300. That's just personal preference. I'm not hating on anybody. I'm not comfortable. I think the bike's too small. and I get pushed around a lot, and I don't like it. But, you know, if you're a crazy person, you could just start on a leader bike, I guess. No, but really, that 500 class, 650, that, you know, I consider them in the same class. That's the starter bike to have, man. Phenomenal bikes, phenomenal price, really comfortable, but still, you know, got good power. I think CBR 500 makes between 40 and 50 horsepower. 650 makes a little more, even. You really can't complain about the power in those bikes. And they're versatile, you know. If you are more of a highway blaster, or you like to do the canyons, or, you know, whatever it is you like to do, that bike's ready. They're ready to go. So hopefully at least gave you some insight into kind of the choices you make when you get into a beginner bike. And I've got nothing against 300s or 400s. Like I said, if I was going to be a dedicated track rider and I knew that going into it, I would definitely suggest one of those, a Ninja 3 or 400 or an R3. The 400 is just far and away the better bike right now of those three. There's really no competition. But yeah, if you're thinking track, that's the way to go. But for the average street rider that wants to learn and have a bike with a little bit of power that you can't mess up, 500, 650, that's the way to go. And those 500s look great. I love how the CBRs look. Personally, wouldn't own one again, just because the power is not there in the bigger bikes, the 6 and the 1000. But they look great. I think they're the best looking bikes. The 650 Alta looks great, especially if you like Kawasaki. What Kawasaki's doing right now, it's a great look. LED headlights, you know, we got the traction control out of the bigger bikes. But yeah, hope you enjoy. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this content and want more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, enjoy the ride.